Hello, good morning everyone. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a great start to your day or end of your day, into the weekend if you're on the other side of the world. But welcome, our first official coffee chat stream. Kind of, I mean, you know what I mean. Our first official regularly scheduled-ish coffee stream. I don't know if it's gonna be a consistent day of the month, like first Friday of the month or you know what I'm saying. We'll think through it. I want it to be something that's a little bit more planned, like where you all can like kind of get an idea of when it would be. I don't want it to just be a random day every month, so I need to think through it. But you have an energy drink? I have my protein shake. I just got back from the gym like 15 minutes ago, so I've been running around so much trying to get things done because I have to hop off of this stream and go straight into a meeting. Hopefully it gets canceled or moved though. I'm like low-key, I don't think it's going to, but I'm like low-key hoping that it does. So I hope it does. But it's good to be here with y'all this morning. I just thought we could just hang out, chat. I don't really have anything planned necessarily, but we could just chat and talk a little bit. I'm excited, obviously, about TwitchCon. I made that announcement last night, so excited to do that. I might go on the TwitchCon website and look at some of the things. I need to still figure out how to sign up for meet and greets. So I didn't have time after the stream last night. I went and got popcorn and came back, watched an episode of Gilmore Girls, had my popcorn and went to bed. So I haven't had a chance to really look into things. I still haven't even reserved my hotel yet. I've not done that. Still got to do that. I did download the app while I was at the gym. I saw something about that when I was searching this morning. So I do have the app on my phone now. Oh, thank you for the bits. Thank you, Mel. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know you're like juggling between Lucy's stream right now. You don't feel bad about not being here. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I'll look at the meet and greets on here then. So I just thought like I'd check out some of that while we hang out a little, and I can like get our little sipping guy from our game here. Isn't that cute? Look at us go, our little witchy cat. It's really working for your ADHD? Oh, my mug of the stream, real quick. Just vibes. I thought that was appropriate for a Friday morning. Just vibes. We vibin'. Okay, back to the game now. So I'll get on that as soon as I finish my protein shake. But does anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? Like, genuinely curious. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I might try to do like some extra gig work things, but I also don't want to stress myself out. So I gotta like get my hair cut. I gotta figure out when I'm gonna get my hair cut because I can't be going to TwitchCon with my hair like it is right now. Okay, so I need to log in. I'm really curious. This is so typical me, like whenever I've done this kind of stuff before where I'll go on a whim just to a city I've never been to before. It's been a while, but I definitely am one of those people. So I bought my ticket. I've never been before. I have no idea how any of this stuff works. So I'm like trying to figure it out as I go. I'm going to your friend's military send-off party. Oh, it's like bittersweet. That's bittersweet. Going to pack this weekend because I'm also flying from San Diego to Dallas for work. Okay. So you gotta like go straight from San Diego to Dallas. I like, last time I was in Dallas was for work, but it's been a minute. It's been a minute. It was like, gosh, was that in 2022 the last time? It might have been 2023, but I think it was like December of 2022 last time I had to go to Dallas for work. Or no, 2023, not 2022, 2023. It'll be pretty errand heavy, but maybe I can squeeze in something fun. Yeah, you should try to squeeze something fun, even if it's just like a quick little, you know, go into a coffee shop and then looking in a store or something. I don't know what you have around you, but just like window shopping too I love window shopping. You know, it's not as fun as shopping and being a consumer, but I think in some ways it is just as fun. Okay, I'm in the app. Let's see. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. Boom, boom. Yeah, window shopping's a vibe. I'm flying. I have my connection in Houston on the way there. So I'm flying into Houston and I'm there for a couple of hours. And then on the way back, my layover is in Chicago, which is interesting. I can't remember a time when I'm sure I have at some point, but I can't remember a time when I had a connection in Chicago. Makes sense because I guess I'm flying out of DC, so I have to go to DC. But I know he'd get really mad at me for saying this. Just between us girlies. I don't know why I said that. Bruce, he messaged me last time. He's like, "You don't have to recognize me on stream," but he did also offer to like come pick me up. He lives in DC. He was like, I can come pick you up and all the way down in Fredericksburg and take you, like, so I don't have to bring my car or pay for parking for 5 days at the airport. So I'm gonna give him a shout out. So just keep it between us because I'm pretty sure he's still sleeping right now. So I know he's not on the stream. I mean, I could check too, but he can get mad at me if he wants to, but I am so grateful. Honestly, I don't know if I would have been able to swing it without that, the flight credit stuff. Like, that really saved me. So he's going to be watching Mia too. So if you remember way back in one of my streams in my other apartment, Fletcher was on stream previously, very briefly. He came in, and that's his dog. So that's one of Mia's friends. So she'll be happy. She'll be really happy to have someone else, and she'll get to play for a few days. So that'll be good. That'll be good. I'm really excited to be back in San Diego. Honestly, I love San Diego. I would live there if California wasn't so expensive. But I was in San Diego for a conference last time I was there, and it was more for a work conference. It was like I think it was the Obesity Society conference. I think it was. I can't remember if it was that one or... Yeah, it was TOS. I think it was TOS. So I'm like familiar with the convention center. I'm familiar with some areas around there. There's like a fun little pub that's right across the street from it, basically. But I'm excited. I'm so excited. It's like I'm trying to be excited now, and then I can be stressed out later. Okay. Sorry, I'm like trying to navigate this app. I am so excited though it's so funny that the one thing I'm super excited about is the very, very last panel of the whole convention on Sunday night. And it's the one with Spring Sims and Lil Simsy, and there are a few other creators that I'm not familiar with, I think. And it's on the charity streaming, because I had so much fun doing that for the Trevor Project. By the way, I didn't tell y'all, I don't think I'm going to do it, because I just don't want to stretch myself too thin right now this early. Trevor Project reached out to me about doing another fundraiser event for December 1st through the 14th. And they were calling on all creators. It wasn't like a super personalized, like, hey, Matthew, like, we saw you did this. But I think that's why, is because we were one of the top fundraisers for them during Pride Month. So I'm now on their list, I guess, of creators, which is kind of cool. It's really fun to think that I got to reach out to do that. I didn't look at the details, but it was mainly because I was already feeling a bit overwhelmed with things that are going on right now. I just feel like right now I really got to prioritize my job search, and to stream, y'all know me. Like, when I do something, I don't want to like necessarily, I go 110% with it. So it's like, I would want to stream every day to get as much exposure as possible. And I just don't think that's the best thing for me to do right now for myself, because I don't know what the future holds with the job prospects. And that's going to be a really tough time of year to not have a job. So I just feel like it would be a stressor, and I wouldn't enjoy it as much as I did back in June. Like, I'm in a similar situation as June, but you have to remember back in June, I had multiple contracts at the time too. So I had 2 contracts, and then I had a third on the way. So it's a lot of a different situation than I'm in now. But thank you, Mel. Yeah, I'm trying. I wanted to say yes, though. I've not gotten another email, so hopefully they got their spots filled. I think there were like actually limited spots for it. So, or like there was a special something for the first 10 creators to accept or something like that. But I just felt really, it was really cool to be asked, at least. So, you know, I want to leave my mark on something, do something. But I thought I'd share that with y'all. I'm trying to think if there are any other fun updates right now that are happening. But I can't think of anything, honestly. I applied to a lot more jobs yesterday. Work's been a bit chaotic. Like, this company, so I worked for a company previously, and then there was a merger that happened last year, summer of last year. And then now we're under the new name of the company that acquired us. And everything has been basically a mess as a result of it. And I have these projects that I'm currently assigned, but I can't get anything done because the data are structured differently now. It's the same type of data. There's a lot of new variables, and there's like our old data, but it's a lot messier. Like, the data structure is worse now than it was for my previous company, the legacy company. So it's just a hot mess. And so the meeting I have today was a last minute meeting that got put on my calendar yesterday with some psychometricians to see if we can figure out what some of this is and what it means and everything. It's just kind of frustrating because I can't be productive. But like, one of these requests I have to do, I could have finished in the time it took me to barely scratch the surface on cleaning one of the data sets. And I have to do 2 different data sets for this request, but it's like completely inefficient now. Everything is a mess. It's just so frustrating. So that's what my meeting is this morning. I usually am off on Fridays, like off with my contract schedule. Since it's limited hours, I usually like to have Fridays to myself to do things, which is really nice. But, you know, it would be nicer if I had a full-time income and could take Fridays off, you know, which nobody really gets to do unless it's like the summertime. I had a company I worked for a few years ago, and they had like summer Fridays, and you could log off at like 3, log off early on Fridays, which is nice to have an official policy for that, but I feel like a lot of people just do that anyway. Your type of work typically very busy at the end of the year? It is definitely more so like August, September is a chaotic time. It's in the education field, so startup of the semester and everything for, I guess with schools they don't really refer to it as semesters, but it kind of is though. I don't know, in elementary school I don't remember referring to it as semester, but yeah, I'm in the ed tech space right now. I've hopped around, y'all know my background. It's in so many things. Like I got my bachelor's in music, I did pre-med, I did a psychology minor, and then I got my master in music, master in nutritional sciences, PhD in nutritional sciences. Then I went to healthcare, and then I switched over into the ed tech space. So I'm just like the sciences, education, the arts, you know, I can be versatile. Just someone hire me. I can literally learn anything. Just give me the chance to learn it. If I need to learn it, just give me the chance. I will show you that I know what I'm doing. I will try my best to show you that I could do, not to sound conceited, but it's like I could do anything. Like I just need time to learn it. But that's the thing, is people don't want to give you time. They want someone who already knows the field extremely well. So data analytics easily translates into any field, literally any field. It doesn't matter. You just need to have an understanding of the variables and how they were collected. That's like the basis of being able to do anything in any field. So, certified compression fitter. My job needs a few more people. I don't think I can do that one. Compression fitter. What is a compression fitter? I'll learn it. If they'll hire me, I will learn it. I'll do whatever I need to do. Let me snooze some ads here. I'm gonna go ahead and use all my snoozes, just in case, if anyone's in here hanging out. And lurking. Okay, got all my snoozes. Time always flies by on streams. I can't believe, like, I know it's only been 25 minutes, but still. Medical compression garments. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it was the fitter part that was kind of throwing me off. Okay, that makes sense. When I saw the word compression, I thought of like compression socks and things like that, but I've never heard of that type of job though. That's interesting. Venous insufficiency and lymphedema. That's interesting. I feel like there are so many cool jobs out there that you just never know. You know? I feel like some people have some really, really interesting jobs. Like, I would find that extremely fascinating, but some people might be like, what? Like, what? What are you doing? I'd do it. That sounds like something I'd have to do on site, though. Is it a remote job? Can I do it remotely? Maybe I'll get a job at TwitchCon. Maybe I can just network and then just find someone who wants to collab or something, and then I can just find a new job there. Everyone's hitting those deductibles and max on their insurance. Oh, you're remote though? Okay. I don't know what I'd put on my resume for that. I have no experience in it. But also, y'all, I try not to bring it up too much except for like big milestones. But we're growing. We're growing on YouTube. I'm at 1825. If you remember, just like a few days ago, I was trying to hit 1800. Like, that's so cool. It's so cool. So we are farmers. We are growing, which is extremely exciting to have that happen, honestly. And then my little VODs channel is creeping up to 100 subs. So that one's steadily getting there too. But in the past 30 days, I've gotten 70 subs, which for my channel is huge. So it's the shorts. Like, it's not all the shorts. My review video got a good bit of subs. Some of my long form content is also garnering subs, but the shorts really get more exposure. I've been really nervous with posting because I've gotten to where I'm posting like 2 or 3 shorts a day on YouTube, but they do well each time. So I'm just like, I hope I'm not annoying people. I think it's better for people who watch on mobile, but I know on TV it's probably annoying because it shows it as a regular video. So it's like you see all these little shorts videos and they don't organize it very well on YouTube. They need to fix that for TVs so the shorts are in their own like tab. But really, Leah, I didn't know that. I did not know that it was a short that brought you here. Oh, well, that just makes me feel even better about doing it now. We got Leah from a short. But yeah, like YouTube pushes shorts out way better than long form content. I've made, like, not like I'm making millions here, you know. I've made way more money on YouTube since I started posting shorts too. So before I was posting shorts, I don't mind, like, I'm an open book with y'all, you know, I'll tell y'all anything. But like, before I was posting shorts, I was literally having days where I made 0.001 cent. Or like 0.005 cent. Like, I don't even know how they're able to say that and not just round up a penny. But I was like not making very much at all. And I'm still not. But like now that I'm posting shorts, I'll have the occasional day where I make like $1. Maybe close to $2, but it stays pretty consistent around 20 to 30 cents a day if I post shorts. So I'm making that money. I do get my first paycheck from YouTube this month, by the way. They only pay you if you make $100. That's like the minimum. And so I think I got monetized in February, and it took me this long to make my first $100 on YouTube. Very much a long game. You do not make much from YouTube at all. But it's exciting. I get my first paycheck from YouTube this month, at the end of the month. So anyway, enough about that, I guess. But it's exciting. Milestones. We're hitting a lot of milestones lately. But that's so cool to know that the shorts brought you here. And the thing is I mean, I'm lazy. I'm also busy though. Like I'm doing a lot. A lot of people either stream or do YouTube, or like stream and then maybe do some videos on YouTube here or there. But I really try to be active on both, with posting at least 1, but mostly 2 videos a week. I've been getting pretty good about that. And then I'm streaming at least 3 times a week, which it just takes up a lot of time, you know, and it's good to see that it's paying off. But I use Opus clips for my shorts. Like, I don't sit here and go through all my footage and pull clips. I just have Opus clips automatically take all my footage and find clips, and then I'll go through and deny or like delete some that I don't think are great, and then the ones that are okay, I'm like, okay, I could probably spin this or use this some way. I automatically delete most of them that are over a minute, so I know people aren't gonna watch those. But that's like a big help. So like the vast majority of my clips are just like auto done. But with how much growth it gives you, it's kind of like an easy hack though, in a way. Yeah, I don't have the capacity to come through everything. One day I would like to be able to do that. I do think there are things that would be a lot better with doing it that way. But I don't have the time, and I definitely am not going to hire someone to do that. That's not a big priority. So let's change our activity here. Where should we? Oh, I got a new spirit. Wait. We got a new spirit. A kettle. Oh, that is cute. The kettle brew. Talk about the like perfect timing. Rumors abound of a spirit that welcomes the day with a cup of tea by the fire. Kettle brews have no bodies of their own. Instead, these non-corporeal spirits are known to possess teapots. It appears that not just any teapot will do either. It must be one that is beloved by its owner. That is really adorable. Oh wait, no, I don't want to exit the game. Go back. How do I get out of this? Go away. I'm clicking on that. Oh, okay. I just kept clicking excessively. Like, where are we going? What are we doing? I like this one because it has the activity where you're like sipping, and not many other places have that. I think that's like the only spot that you can do that. Maybe we could do some knitting. I think that's a vibe. Coffee's still a little too hot. Might leave it off the warmer. Y'all, this mug warmer, I swear, it's like that. It makes me so happy every day on stream. Every time I use this thing, it has been a game changer. So much. I'm so happy. I appreciate. I don't remember if it was anonymous or not, or who got it for me off Throne. But thank you. Yeah, I never learned how to knit. I knew how to crochet. I did crochet for a while as a kid and loved it. Like, it was a really good like way to pass time and just keep your mind occupied. Absolutely love crochet. Bria, welcome in. How are you doing? Thanks for the 17 streams. Also, Leah, I think I saw you were 69, right? You hit a fun milestone. Yeah, you were 69. Yeah, that darn anonymous person. Yeah, this is Spirit City. This is. We're just vibing. I like having it on in the background. It's like some nice music. Something to look at other than just my face. You know, like, I just feel like it'd be weird to just have my face on. But maybe not. I don't know. You want to get it to have on in the background while you work from home. Definitely recommend. 10 out of 10. You can do co-op too with your others. Wait, what? Wait. You can? So, like, you could have another, like, are y'all talking about this game? I think I missed something. You can co-op with this game? So that you could have your other friend's avatar here with you, sitting with you or something? Oh, Bongo Cat, okay. I was like, that's actually kind of cool. I was getting so excited, and it's like, oh, whoops. Yeah, I missed the message. I was like, is that why there's like such like a nice placement of this cushion here? Well, I gave them an idea. They should do it. They should run with it and give me royalties. I'll just take $10,000. That's all. That's all I need. Just $10,000. It would be cool. But what are you up to, Bria? How's your day started or ending? Going? Anonymous with the gifted subs. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Also, stop giving me gifted subs. I don't need it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. 100. We're at 109 subs. That is ridiculous. I'm like screenshotting that. 109 subs. 115 sub points. That is ridiculous. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Especially with how many followers I have. Like, literally 20% of my following have subs. If you think about it, it's kind of crazy. Around 20%. I'm not doing exact math here. Actually, it would be a little less. I forgot we're actually close to 600, aren't we? I don't know why I was thinking we were lower than that. That's also something that's been kind of crazy to see with the growth. We're growing, and it's just crazy how it happens, because in the moment you don't feel like you're growing very much, but when you look back and you see it, that's where it gets really like what's happening, you know? Like, you get that vibe. Like, here on Twitch, y'all, in the past 30 days we've gotten 114 followers. In the past month, 114. Like, we were in the 480 realm a month ago. Exactly. Oh wow. Like, you don't think about, like, you don't realize it. It's been happening though. The stream-a-thon that we did was really successful. Like, I think because I streamed at a different time than I usually do, which was just basically the entire day for Monday and Tuesday, we were able to like get a new set of people, you know, who maybe watch more during the day. Eventually, because it's gonna happen. I feel it's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to keep going, but y'all know I want this to be like my full-time gig eventually. Like, that's my goal, is to do this full-time. Stream, make content on YouTube, do the whole thing. And eventually, when we get to that point, I definitely do want to like introduce stream times that are more during the day as well, instead of just the evening. We have our morning stream on Sundays, but I would like to do some where I'm not having to stay up so late. I want one that's actually a late night stream. Like, I'd like to have one time every week where it is pretty late. That way I can get more people on the West Coast. But I'd like to have more varied stream times in the future. But you're one of the newies. Yep, I remember. You're like one of the normies though too, because you're here like every stream ever since I feel like you're here every stream ever since you followed. Just goes to show you how being consistent. Yeah, exactly. Being consistent can pay off for sure. Yeah, we'll be able to join the really late one. Yeah. My problem is that for my Tuesday, Thursday streams, what happens, this is what happened last night and why I was like rushing this morning, is that I work during the day and then I stream That's why it's kind of nice now that I pushed it back to 7 in that regard, because I have a little bit more time between when I finish work and when I start streaming. When it was 6, it was kind of like, okay, I got a lot to do, and I just kind of went straight into streaming at the end of the day. And then now I have a little bit more time there, but now that it's later, I get done around 10:30 my time. But then I feel like I've lost the whole day to not do much on my own. And so it's like I have to compensate after the stream to watch TV or do something, even though I really should just go straight to bed. And so I was up past midnight last night because I wanted to like have time for me to just sit and watch TV and just do something for myself. So that's like the bad thing about the fact that 2 of my 3 streams are late at night, because then Wednesday and Friday mornings are brutal sometimes. It's harder for me to get to bed at a good time. Saw someone the other day who does slumber party streams. Oh, that's actually really fun. I love that idea. I'm gonna write that down. Maybe that could be an incentive for something in the future. I love that idea. That could be fun. A slumber party. It would be really difficult, I feel like. Not as hard, I think, streaming-wise, but just staying up through the whole night. I don't know, I say that, but there have been times when I easily stay up past 3. Hey! This hype train got us the last of the level 1 hype train emotes. Also, why is it not letting me see? Oh, no. We already have all the level 1 emotes. Never mind. We didn't get a new emote because we've already collected all of the level 1 emotes. That's why I was like, wait, where's the chest? Why don't I get to open it? That's kind of sad. They should make more. Oh, I missed your earlier message. I was your first sub. Aw, gifted by Anonymous. So I have so much loyalty to you. Oh, well, I'm glad you love it here. We love having you, obviously. Literally downloaded Twitch just to watch my show. Aw, Lenny, y'all are way too nice. Are you being serious? Really? Aw, I'm like getting a little teary-eyed from that. I hate that I get so emotional. I don't know why I'm this way. That means a lot to me. Y'all are very kind. So we have a really nice community here. We really do. When you're home alone, I get reckless and stay up all night, but I shouldn't do that regularly. Yeah, well, I mean, I could understand, right? Especially with children. If you ever get the chance, if you have a lot of people around you usually, and you're home alone, I would totally do the same thing. I'd make the most of it and pay for the consequences of it later. You moved from TikTok to Twitch in order to get more people over to it to watch me. Oh, really? Yeah, I remember Twitch was like popping off for me a good bit back like a year ago or so when I was first starting to stream consistently. And now with the new Twitch, after it was banned initially, it's just never been the same. So I'm just like, I'm monogamous to Twitch pretty much. I'll cheat on Twitch sometimes with TikTok, but Twitch is far superior to TikTok in terms of integration and community a bit more. I think TikTok's more for people who just pass by. You know, there's not as much of a sense of community to me on TikTok. Not saying that there aren't people who have good communities on TikTok, but it's just you get way more random people in, and it's harder to like filter people and like foster community, I feel like, on TikTok. So You know, we love a SpongeBob quote. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Yeah. That's funny. I can like picture that in my head right now with that quote. TikTok is the gateway drug to Twitch. Yeah, TikTok isn't lurk friendly. Yeah, and plus it's just like it's mainly on phone, right? It's on mobile. People don't really think of getting on TikTok on their computer. I watch streamers more so on computer than mobile. The only time now that I consistently watch on mobile is Lucy's stream because I'm at the gym. So, like, I primarily watch from computer. But I don't know. I don't like having stuff on my phone for the most part. I already watch so much stuff on my phone. Like, I went out to work at a coffee shop yesterday. I did have Lucy's stream on my phone for a little bit, but I don't know. It just didn't feel right, so I left. I was like, something's not quite right about this. I don't know if it was just also me being worked up over the issues I was having with work, like I already talked about earlier. I think it was partially that. I was getting frustrated, and I was like, I can't have someone else talking in my ear right now. So I was like, I gotta turn it off. Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same. TikTok on computer is kind of weird. TikTok, you can't always see streamers full game screen. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing too, that was annoying because I had the dual output on my stream. So I had a vertical one for TikTok and then this one for Twitch. But it uses up a lot more processing power to do that. So you're not only multi-streaming and playing a game on the same PC, but then with the dual output on top of that, it puts a lot of stress on your computer. And I think that's why I was also maybe having some other issues with streaming at the time. I now have some newer parts in my computer than I did then too, so it probably would handle it better now. But I didn't like having to have two different setups with all my sources, and I had to like create them, integrate them differently for each one. It's just a lot to juggle. So it's just like, I'd rather keep my life simpler. And like, you can on TikTok, you can rotate your phone. So like if I streamed right now to TikTok, you could see everything. You just have to, if you want it bigger, you just have to turn your phone and put it on full screen, which I know some people don't like having to do that. But they don't make it super easy. I like Twitch mainly because I like to have multiple tabs of streams open, and I can't do that on my phone. Yeah, I get that. There are times whenever I have a couple streams open. Twitch phone user, but might switch to the computer just for that. Also, I think Twitch too is just like with all the fun things like emotes, right? You get the community emotes. So I love being able to use those. Whoever I'm watching, I like using their emotes in their streams. And you don't get that on TikTok. Or maybe you do now. I don't know. I know TikTok's been like doing a lot of updates with streaming. I don't keep up with it though. Oh, Melanie, welcome in. Live Twitch on my phone while working. First time chat. Welcome in. How are you doing? Happy to have you lurking while you're working. We like lurking while we're working here. So we are doing like just a fun coffee chat this morning because from my streamathon that we did last week, one of the redemptions that viewers could pick was having a monthly coffee chat stream. So this is our first one. You made it to our first official regularly scheduled coffee chat stream. So welcome in. We usually play a lot of Sims 4. We do play some Luma Island. I haven't been playing Luma Island because we've just had so many builds we've been juggling. So I do plan on getting back to that, I promise. It's just, I've been having fun building. We've been building like fiends in this game lately. Yeah, the rewards too. The rewards are fun. Emotes and the rewards. But thank you so much for the follow, by the way. Sorry I'm a little delayed on that. But thank you. Happy to have you here. Y'all, we only need 2 more to hit 600. That's crazy. Genuinely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, y'all, I love that new ghost emote. Now, I do plan on in the future, I'm gonna revamp eventually. It's just really expensive because like I want to hire artists like I did with my channel art and stuff. But I don't like that it has like a reference to the Starbucks icon. It's not the Starbucks icon, but it is really cute how he sinks down and he just sighs like with relief. Like he's been working a long day and he just relaxes in the cup of coffee. But I do want to like revamp our emotes in the future and keep some aspects of them, but make them more like cohesive. I know our emotes are kind of all over the place, but it's still fun. But it does bother my little perfectionist brain to have so many different types of things. Peeked in my stream before and loved the vibes. Oh, well, welcome back. Spring Sims, how are you doing? Like catching up on the chat. I am going to TwitchCon. Oh, you're on your phone? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, Leah. Leah took care of you there, Spring Sims. But welcome in. We hit 110 subs, y'all. That's awesome. But I'm so excited. It was a last minute decision. It's not the most financially responsible decision, but I really, really wanted to go this year. So we're making it work. We're doing it. But thank you so much. Love the ghosty. It is cute. It's one of my favorite emotes. It's our newest emote that we got. Did I beat you to it? Comment. Y'all are crazy. The Anonymel didn't make it in time. Leah beat Anonymel. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm so excited about TwitchCon. I need to like get everything figured out with my schedule. I'm excited to see your panel on the charity streaming. We did a charity stream back in June and I absolutely loved it. And it's one of the things that I really want to get into in the future while streaming. Anonymous. Oh, I got a little confused with my ticket because I was seeing anonymous and then anonymous gifter. That's so funny. Like what? Why does my ticket say that? But Melanie, you got a gifted sub from Anonymous. Maybe Anonymel gave Melanie Anonymelamy. That's a mouthful. That's kind of funny. Artist Alley is fun and dangerous. Okay. I think I remember reading that yesterday about that and it seemed really interesting. Oh, we got a fortune now too. Okay, fortune for Leah. To forgive others one more time is to create one more blessing for yourself. To forgive others one more time is to create one more blessing for yourself. You know what? I like that one. That's like a very morning-esque type fortune to get, I feel like. And Mel, you got your fortune coming up. Rarely do great beauty and great virtue dwell together as they do in you. Rarely do great beauty and great virtue dwell together as they do in you. Both of those are very vibey for this morning. And very true. Very true. So you're saying I'm pretty? I guess we'll see at TwitchCon. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're cackling. Oh man. Laughing so hard you can't even spell. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see. Oh me. I'm gonna like definitely. It's nice though because it's a good motivator for me to do extra work right now to make more money. So like my idea, I have about, with my contract, I have around 16, 17 hours left. and that's before I work today. So I'm thinking I might be able to wrap up 1, maybe 2 projects and just eat up the rest of the hours for the month before TwitchCon, and maybe even before I leave for TwitchCon. Maybe like on Wednesday, I could do a lot of Instacarting and door dashing to get some extra money. But it's like a good motivator now for me to do that. And then the nice thing too is post TwitchCon, after I've done the damage, I already have the number for the damage, and then I can like focus primarily once I'm back on dashing to like see how much of that I can make up for with my hole that my credit card is going to have. But yeah, join us. What's cool is when you buy your ticket, you can share a link, and then as people purchase tickets using your link, it makes your ticket cheaper, which is kind of cool. But like you need 3 people to buy just to get the first tier discount, and then it's like 5, and then it's 10, and I'm just like, I'd be lucky if I got 1 person to purchase it, especially now with how late it is. But it's kind of cool that they do that. I wish it was a better incentive though. I wish it was a bit better with the tier structure. If I could afford to do it all last minute, yeah, I get that. I get that. I get that. I'm definitely gonna go next year though, unless some unforeseen circumstance happens. Like I am gonna go. I haven't told Zahn yet. I haven't. No, I haven't. Fortune for Bria, give yourself some peace and quiet for at least a few hours. Give yourself some peace and quiet for at least a few hours. These are vibey. Maybe the fortune teller is just like in a better mood in the morning. You know? But yeah, I need to let Zahn know. Def Pricey, I booked everything last year. I was just waiting for the ticket. Yeah, so let me see something really quickly. Let me see. Okay, so Bruce isn't here, so I can talk about him. So Spring Sim, so one of the main reasons I can go is because my friend Bruce gave me over $500 in flight credit. So I only had to pay like $103 for my round trip flight. That was a huge, huge help. So I probably wouldn't be going if it weren't for him. And he doesn't like it whenever I'm giving him credit in the chat. So I had to make sure he wasn't watching right now. But yes. That's like the only reason. I still need to book my hotel. I have not booked my hotel, and that's the thing I'm dreading the most, because that's the most expensive part, is the hotel. I found some like hotels that are a little bit out there, but the reviews are extremely sketchy. Like really sketchy, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'd have to Uber back and forth from them, and then, but it is like $600 cheaper. Like that's a huge amount of money to save. But I would like a hotel that's closer to the convention center, and then I don't have to pay for Ubering, and then I can just feel safer. Yeah, and he's watching my dog Mia, and he's picking me up an hour away and taking me to DC, where I'm gonna fly out. So is he here yet? I'm like getting paranoid. I don't want him getting mad at me. Just between us, he is my ex. He is my latest ex. We were together for 3 years, but we are still very, very close. So we broke up in May of last year. So we are still extremely close though. It was more of a situation type reason why we did it. We just had too many things going on. It was not a good time for us to be together. It wasn't the right time. So anywho, not to make that dramatic. It's not like dramatic, but you know, that's not his real name either. But I always go by people's usernames, so I never want to use their personal information. But yeah, it wasn't toxic. It really wasn't. It was a great relationship, and it just like soured, I guess you could say. It soured a little bit But it was from circumstances, just too many circumstances. It was a bit chaotic. So many things, one thing after another between the two of us, and it was just becoming too much. And so it was just a thing that we needed space. So anyway, we need a friend out there who has a spare room. You might have something. I don't know if you were just joking or if you're being serious, but makes it even nicer, kind of, though. Yeah. I mean, he has. Okay, I need to leave this up so I can just see if he's popping in. But he has been a lifesaver to me with everything that's been going on. Like back when Mia had her big surgery, her first big surgery. She had 2 big surgeries last year. He fronted me the money for the entire surgery almost, like, and I was paying him back over time in monthly payments. But he has always been there for me and supported me in everything. And he literally comes to like all my streams and like lurks about. He mainly just comes to gain channel points to treat Mia. That's like his big thing. Mel, it was funny. He texted me the other night and you had redeemed a treat Mia right when he was going to, and he was like, dang it, now I gotta wait. Because he was about to do it, but you beat him to it. But anyway, this stays between us. So if he pops up in the chat whenever he redeems anything, just don't say anything, okay? Just don't say anything. Offer the extra bed in my hotel room, but I don't know if you want to be around all of my mini bags of makeup here. Y'all don't need to do that. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. I don't want to intrude on people. I will figure it out. It will be figured out. Keep your space. Keep your space. His username's your brother's name? Oh, that's funny. Cool. I didn't even know you had a brother. Yeah. Weren't even here. You didn't see anything. What is that from? What movie is that from? You didn't. It's like an animal movie. For some reason, that's like sticking with me. It's an animated animal movie of some sort. That's gonna bother me now. It's not Madagascar, is it? What is it? What movie was that? I don't know. You think it is? Is it? I think it might be. I don't know how I remember that. It's been years. I can't even tell you the last time I saw Madagascar. That came out while I was in middle school. If I remembered that, I'm honestly going to be so proud of myself because y'all know how my mind be lately. You didn't see anything. Oh, the penguins from Madagascar. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at me go. The MVP. Leah is the MVP. They're popping down through a hole. Yeah, exactly. I remembered, that's why I was, going down. I remembered there was a movement going down whenever he said that. That's funny. The things that stick with you. This is so funny. And they'll just pop up. That's like Lucy in her stream this morning, and she started singing, was it Singing in the Rain or something? And I was like, oh yeah, that made me think of Glee all of a sudden. Yeah, I remember watching it in band class one time, toward the end, maybe the end of the year or something, or at some point, I don't remember. Or maybe we were playing some music from Madagascar. We had a movie concert at one point, and we were watching all the movies that we were playing music to so we could hear it in the movie. Yeah, because Madagascar has the I like to move it, right? And we played that as one of our pep songs for football. Bum 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 ba-da. I still remember the notes too. That's funny. D D D D F sharp E E no E G I don't remember exactly. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da. Yeah, D D D D G F sharp. Bum E G E G. Yeah. But I'm also concert B flat pitched, so those are not the true pitches. You have to go up a half step. Or whole step. I mean. Seeing every week when a new episode came out. King Julian. Remember Glee with King Julian. With King Julian. Who's King Julian? I think of Julian. Was it Salamata? What's his last name? I love watching him. I watch him all the time. Salamita. I don't remember his last name right now. The Lemur. Okay. The Lemur was King Julian. Whenever I saw that, I was like, the streamer? You watched it with the streamer? Julian? I didn't think you watched that. That is funny. I am hoping that I see some of my favorite streamers and like just passing by. Because I know not all of them are doing meet and greets. Salamita. Yeah, okay. But like, I'd love to see Julian. I don't know if Julian's going to TwitchCon, but I would freak out if I got to see him in person. Really hope you see Trixie up close and personal. It's like Swole. I'd like to see Swole. He's one of my favorite indie horror streamers. But we'll be posting pics in the Discord for sure. I might even post things on my socials, which I don't do. Okay, I need to go to the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back. Y'all keep the chat going. Okay, I am back. I had to put Mia's show back on. It had paused. Yeah, the San Diego weather, I need to look that up to myself, but I am excited. It's been nice here. It's actually starting to finally get chilly. Like this morning I had to have pants and a jacket on. Usually it's like shorts with a jacket or like pants with just no jacket, but I had to have both this morning. So we're finally getting into the chilly weather. I need to move my money tree inside because it can't be below 50 degrees. It shouldn't be. So you're leaving on Wednesday. Okay. You're leaving on Wednesday. I'm leaving on Thursday. I'd be leaving on Thursday. Best friends lives in San Diego, so I'm going to really spend time with her. Well, that makes sense. Take advantage of it. That'll be fun. Next week it'll be 85 again, but I'll take it because the humidity's lower at least. Yeah, gotta take what you can get, right? Leah, I did actually apply to, there's a position with Emory University that I applied to. And honestly, I think it was hybrid. I don't know if it was fully remote. And I was like, I could, you know, if they would pay for some of my moving expenses, I'd probably move to Atlanta and be fine with that. I have one of my close friends from undergrad who lives in Atlanta. But we shall see. I don't know if Spring Sims is still here. He was talking about the hay bale maze on one of his streams recently. And I was wanting to show him because I posted a picture in the Discord of the final product. But everyone can see it. I'll go ahead and show it to everyone. It is in the super secret behind the scenes Discord channel. But if y'all want to see the finished hay bale maze, we're going to work on the pumpkin patch in another build, so it's not like y'all wouldn't have gotten to see it. But let me see here really quickly. Can y'all see that? I think it looks really, really cool finished. Like, I think this is a really cool maze. Like, it took me, y'all don't even want to know how many hours it took me to do this. It took a very long time, though. So, I think it's worth it, though. I think it's super cool. We're going to put, like, a really fun little banner over the entrance in this area right here. And the exit is over here by the gazebo. But I want to put like some fun things in the maze, because the mazes that I've participated in, they have like scavenger hunts and you have to go around and check everything off. There's like a little hint at each thing and you're trying to solve like a crossword puzzle or something. And you can't get the letters unless you go to all of the points. So I might put like little things in here, statues or something. We could maybe put a patchy in here, but we'll do something fun with that. But it looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm quite proud of that. It took me so long though. It took me so long. But worth it. You said you were gonna have to place each individually. I was like, oh my gosh, no. I was only able, so the thing was like, I was able to like do the hack in 2 places very briefly for like a little stretch where I could build a room around it and copy the room and paste it right beside it. I could only do that in 2 spots because where I placed the hay bales were not on the grid. And you know, when you build a room, it has to be on the grid. So I got that idea while I was working. I was like, oh, I could do this. And then I was trying it. I was like, no, I can't. It doesn't work. But I was able to at least cheat it in 2 spots for a little bit of it. So it maybe saved me like 10 minutes tops. But yeah, it took a while. So anyway, I love doing stuff like that. I do and I don't. Like, it was pretty mundane. Not gonna lie, I was like, I had scary movies on while I was working on it. I was just like watching YouTube. I have YouTube TV. I was just like watching a movie while I was working on it. I think I got through 2 movies while I was working on it. Easily. Probably longer than that. I think I started a 3rd one. But 10 minutes for more clutter though. Exactly. Oh, y'all get me. Let me see if my meeting's canceled. I just want this meeting to be canceled. I do and I don't. It's like it does need to happen because I need to get things figured out. Oh, also something that's really funny. So Mel, the treats that you bought off Throne, So if you remember, there was that whole issue with it was saying it was delivered, but they weren't, and I was reaching out, and then the guy's name's Jeff, and it's like he owns the business. It's like a one-man business. And anyways, he was like, the tariffs kind of messed everything up. So it was delivered back to my address, and I have to like fix the parcel. And so he sent it out. Same thing happened. I got the notification a couple of days ago, and I was like, hey, I'm sorry I'm bothering you, but it's doing the same thing where it's saying it's delivered, but I don't have it. And he was like, yeah, it happened again. He was like, these tariffs, let me see what he said verbatim, because it was kind of funny. But I thought y'all would get a kick out. Wait, go back. I don't know how my Gmail automatically gets to the promotions folder by itself. I don't click on it. I don't want to see the promotions. I feel like it just does that. But yeah, he was like, I've contacted UPS to see what's going on because I paid for the duties ahead of time and filed all the paperwork needed. I'll keep you posted. This tariff BS is going to bankrupt me, LOL. And then I responded and I was like, thanks for the update. Sorry you're having to deal with that. Just so you know, I voted for Kamala. So it was really funny. Exchange. I don't know. It was kind of funny to have like a very informal exchange with a business owner. So he's trying to get the treats. He's trying to get me his treats tour. He's really trying. I feel bad for him too. I mean, you ordered those almost 2 months ago now. It was toward the end of August when you ordered those. And this is the second attempt now for them to get to me. And he said, I don't know where he's located. I'm thinking he might be in Canada because it is out of the country, but it's relatively quickly. Like I'm getting them relatively quickly, and I'm not that far away from Canada, so I think he lives in Canada. But the treats look super cute online. I really hope we get them eventually, but they look really great. This business is called Rohi Coffee, and I like the vibe of it. It's R-O-H-I, Rohi. I'm assuming that's how you say it. But it's a one-man operation, so I felt bad because I had emailed a few times with no response, and I got a bit frustrated. So I got an auto email for like, hey, what do you think of your product? And I left a 1-star review saying, well, I didn't get it and I can't get a response. And then he messaged back, he was like, sorry, I'm a one-man business and I've been sick. And then I just immediately felt like crap. I was like, I was having a bad day. I told him in this last message, in this thread, I emailed, I was like, by the way, like, P.S., if you want to like strike down my review, like, you have my permission to do it. Take it down. I don't want it to be there. I felt really bad. But I was just like, sometimes with companies, that's the only way you get their attention. So that's why I did it. I was just like, I got his attention, but then I felt like crap. And I'm like, I don't think he was just saying that to make me feel bad either. I think he was genuinely sick. But I didn't realize it was like a one-man business. I thought it was a company, like an established company. So yeah, the tariffs are ruining everything, but hey, we get our $2,000 stimulus check, maybe. I'm saying that facetiously, by the way. You know, just like he promised the $5,000 one previously, and we didn't see that. Also, it's funny how now everyone's on board with stimulus checks, but when Biden was, you know, wanting it, everyone was up in arms. Socialism. Anyway, I'm not going to get on that bandwagon. We've had really great positive vibes, and we are not going down that road this morning. But I just thought that was really funny. I'd share that with you. So go support if you can. You know, I don't have a code or anything. Just if you like coffee, he sells a lot of like coffee products, and I saw coffee grinders on there and stuff like that. I haven't actually been to the website in a minute. Rohi Coffee. I remember it being green, like a lot of green, which is our vibe here. So it's not so green now, but like the website looks so good. I thought it was like a company, like a legit, not that this isn't a legit company. You can be a one-man show and have a legit company, but the website looks so good. I don't know why it's not showing in my window source. I was going to show y'all. There we go. Maybe. That's weird. I don't know why this happens, where I go to select my source on Streamlabs and it doesn't show the window as an option. Like, that's not even open and it's showing me an option I can't click on. Maybe I can do display capture for my screen instead. Yeah, I don't know. Streamlabs has been crappy lately, not gonna lie. I'm trying to figure it out. Just give me a second. Like, it's even showing windows I don't have open as options, which makes absolutely no sense. Like, I'm showing a window right now that's not open, but it was an option to select. Y'all don't see anything. Shocker, because it's not open. So I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe if I pull it over here, will it work better? Maybe I can do, if I put it in this window, maybe it's just freaking out with the number of windows I have open. What does this show? That doesn't show anything either. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Okay, give me a second. We're almost there. Here we go. Now I'm going to try to keep the same window. This might freak it out. Yeah, it's freaking out my computer. Oh, that's Social Blade. So that's what I was talking about with the followers. Can I select this now separately? No. That's so silly. I don't like this. Okay, but this is what it looks like. You can get the gist of it. But it looks so good. Hey Ari, welcome in. Sorry, I'm like distracted trying to get something to work. But you go shop, coffee gear. Have all sorts of things in here. What is this? This is like a cat. What? Oh, that's cute. It's like little decorative things. Oh, and it's only $10? I love the tree. This is so pretty. I've never seen something like, yeah, that one's 45. Of course, I always like the more expensive things. There's a blog, articles and recipes, but they have origami. Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's just a brand. Okay. It's like, this isn't origami. Oh, that's a cute little mug. It's a latte bowl. Okay. But I don't know, the website looks so good. I was like not expecting this to be a whole thing, and it's actually pretty cheap. I don't know with the cost of shipping, but new arrivals. Let's see what he's got going on here. Yeah, some grinders. You have the little foamer, scale. What are these? Okay, so there's like a little glitch there. That's not a big deal. That is adorable. The spookiest tea or coffee party in town. Transform your ordinary drinks into Halloween extravaganza with our mischievous Halloween-inspired premium imported granulated sugar. Oh, they're like sugar tablets. Oh, that is really cute. I don't put sugar in my drinks, but if I did, that would be so cute. So I'm trying to find the dog treats. I don't know where those would be. There's merch. What kind of merch is here? A little beanie. I have mine on. I have my little beanie. I'm in my hipster era. Let's see. Search. And then there's like dog treat. No results. Oh. Well, it is from this place though. I got it from Rohi Coffee. Maybe they don't have them anymore. It's taken 2 months, so they probably don't have them for sale anymore. That's kind of funny to think about anyway. Fellow products. I have little kettles. I'm pretty sure this is the same company. Yeah, it says based in Markham. I'm assuming ON is Ontario. I don't know how Canada does their things, but I think that's Canada. So we got a place in Ontario. So that's cute. It's cute. It's just cute. Yeah, see, this is, I guess with this is not something you usually see with companies, but there's like a WhatsApp phone number. So that's very much screaming independent. Not in a bad way, just something you don't usually see. So really cool though, but I think y'all can understand why I was surprised to hear that this was a one-man show, because the website looks incredible. It looks very professional. Like, I had a blog for a while, which maybe y'all didn't know. I had a food blog and it was doing really well. I was actually starting to make money on it from Google ads. And it was called melodiceats.com. And it was had all sorts of recipes. I had articles. It was all about like the combination of food and music, and like how you can experience or heighten the experience of food with music and vice versa. So I integrated music and food together, and like I had different types of pairings. I had like every recipe had a music, like a song pairing to it, kind of like you pair wine with food. I paired music with food. It was a really cool vibe, but it was just, I lost steam. I lost steam with that one. So I saved everything. I have like the folder on one of my backup hard drives for the entire website. So if I ever wanted to put the website back up, I have it all. But I just needed a break from that. Doing that with the YouTube and streaming and stuff, I was doing that together for a little while, and it was just way too much. So I was like, I'd rather do this. So anyway. Oh, I didn't see that in the website name, actually. Yeah. Never mind. That's pretty funny. I never looked at the website. I guess because on my phone, you don't see the address bar. I've only ever looked at it on my phone. In my defense. But anyway. That's where they're coming from. So hopefully Mia will get her cute little treats. And if not, then, you know, he'll probably refund it if that ends up being the case. Yes! Sorry, I just got a notification that I'm getting a delivery today. It wasn't expected until the 14th, so I'm like super excited. I love it when things get delivered sooner than you're expecting them to. Now if my mugs get delivered before Thursday, that would be wonderful. I'd love to be able to see them, but yeah, getting packages is fun. It really is a lot of fun. Also, we're at 111 subs. I forgot to say that when Melanie got their sub. So we're at 111. Love that. Have the perfect hair swoop for a pee. Thank you. Like scrolling up through messages because I was going on a rabbit hole with the website. I'm like, what did I miss? But I have one neighbor who clearly, I think, travels a lot for work because they always have a ton of packages outside their door, like all the time. And then some of them, like this past week, some of them were there for 5 or 6 days. And that's pretty consistent. Like there are sometimes packages that stay out for at least 3 or 4 days at a time. So they're like never home. Just like, you get a lot of stuff for someone who doesn't stay at home very much. I don't mean that in a judgmental way. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like people who stay at home more would order more, but oh yeah, my place is really safe. And the thing is too, they also have a Ring camera on their door, but I think even without that, it'd be fine because I had stuff delivered here before I moved in. It got here earlier than it was supposed to, which is a good thing when you're here, but when you expect it to be on a date, like I purposely waited to buy certain things until it was going to have an expected delivery date on when I would be here. And it got delivered here early, and I had like 2 or 3 packages outside my door for about a week before I got here, and I was freaking out about that, and they were still sitting there when I got here. So it also helps that I have 2 doors across from my door, and one of those has a Ring camera on it too. So it's kind of like, it helps that I can kind of use their camera for my purposes if I needed to. I have a Ring doorbell camera. I've not used it since I lived in Austin because I lived in a complex where it was like open to the outside, but it wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it. There were hallways and stuff, but it was all open to the outside with the layout of it. So like my door, right when I open my front door, I'm like outside in outside air. And so I had a Ring doorbell camera just in case. Like it was still a pretty secure area, but with packages being left a little bit more exposed, I did that. I like getting stuff too, but yesterday the UPS guy scared the crap out of me. It was police knocking, 9 bangs on. Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, anytime I hear like thunderous knocking, I automatically think it's police. Happened to me when I traveled a lot. So glad my parents live close to the house to sit for. Yeah, that's nice. They have someone who's able to like be there to take your packages inside. My lady across is our building security. She keeps tabs on all our things in our row, but it's a breezeway and not a hallway. Okay. Well, that's nice that you live next to someone like that. It's like, it makes me think of people who live by cops in their neighborhoods. It's like always just feels safer when you have a neighbor who's a cop, or you know, like it just makes you feel a little bit better when you have that car sitting in the driveway next to your house. Wasn't even a package I had to sign for, and when I answered, he just handed it to me like, have a great day. I just wanted to scare the living daylights out of you. Have a great day. That's funny. I mean, it's not, but it is. That would terrify me though if I heard knocking like that. It's like, it's never good, especially these days, you know. You just never know. So, quick question, because I do want y'all's input. For these coffee chats, now that we're doing one a month, do y'all have like a day preference for this? Like when I think of a coffee stream, I like the idea of it being in the morning. I know it's a little bit early, especially for our West Coast people. Like it's 5 in the morning when I started this stream, so most people are not going to be here. But like for Friday mornings, do we like that? Would we prefer it be a weekend? We already have our Sunday morning stream, so I mean I could do like a Saturday morning stream. Or do you like it being on a weekday? It's like a fun way to start your work day. Do we have preferences for day of the week? Love input on that, because I was initially thinking maybe Monday morning because it would be a fun way to start the week, but I also feel like maybe people are dragging their feet on Monday mornings and wouldn't really want to come on stream too much, but I don't know. I always like getting feedback from y'all, so. We do have the suggestion channel in the Discord too, so you can put a suggestion in and then everyone can upvote or downvote it. So just use the suggest command. It was perfect for you starting your workday, so fan of morning times. Okay. You're just thinking Monday too to start the week. Morning is nice on any day. Okay. So maybe, because initially before I scheduled this, I was like, maybe I should do every first Monday of the month. You know, just like a fun way to start the month off. So maybe next time, what would that be in November? That would be the 3rd. November 3rd. Oh, it's like right before the election. If you're in Virginia, make sure you're registered to vote. Early voting's happening right now. I still need to go vote. I don't want to vote on election day. Don't want to deal with people. Yeah, get out and vote. Get out and vote. Vote, 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 vote. So, check in on your local elections, your state elections. Make sure you're not missing out on anything. Because they don't advertise them like the federal elections. So it's not midterm season either. So it's just like, make sure you don't have something going on in your state. They don't advertise in the same way. They don't want people knowing. So always check your local elections website. And by local, I guess I just mean your state election website. Local, though, is important too. City councils, things like that. Double check on those. I updated my voter registration a couple weeks ago. So I'm all good to go. I'm in my new precinct now. Got my new driver's license. That's like the most annoying part about moving is getting all that stuff, like changing your address and getting everything like that figured out. It's just like, you know, having to go back and change. Like I forgot to change some things like my phone bill, like my phone account. I forgot that they take into fact like where you live for the taxes and stuff for your bill. So it's like, I still had my address as DC, like places I lived two places ago for my phone bill, and now I moved it to this address and it's cheaper. I'm just like, Matthew. It's not much cheap. I mean, it's less than $1. It's not very different for that one, but like my car insurance, you know, make sure you do that one. I always remember that one because it did make my car insurance go down a pretty significant amount. Even moving out of Alexandria to Fredericksburg, it went down more. It went down significantly when I moved from DC to Alexandria. But always make sure you change your address on everything because you could be overpaying. So, and like I added new coverage for my car too. Because this is like the first place I've lived where I don't have a garage, like where I've lived on my own. Because my first apartment in Austin had a parking garage, and everywhere since then until now I've had a parking garage. So I added comprehensive coverage, which I usually didn't have on my car because it's not like it gets weather damage or exposed very much. And I work from home. I barely drove my car when I was living in Alexandria and DC. I never drove my car. I actually had to go every couple of weeks and I would drive my car and do laps around the parking garage because I did not drive my car ever, and it's paid off, so I'm not going to get rid of it. But I like in DC would walk everywhere. I was buy everything I needed. I never needed to drive, so I didn't need the coverage. I still had insurance, but not like comprehensive. I don't even think I had collision at the time. I just had the legally required liability because I never drove. So always think about your situation and how you drive, because you can save money on car insurance. It just depends on how much you use your car. Make sure you have the legal amount you need and then take it from there. But I added comprehensive because it's like now with my car being outside, there's no telling. It could get hail damage or, you know, whatever. So you don't want to obtain your driver's license because you hate driving. Yeah, I like driving. I think it just depends on where, because the people are so dumb, generally speaking. There's so many bad drivers in Virginia, like literally everywhere in this country, but my God, DC and like the Virginia area up there, DMV area, have really awful drivers. I was watching a TikTok video yesterday of someone here in Fredericksburg. Like, they didn't even have to say where the driver was. Someone in the comments guessed where it was, and it was here in Fredericksburg. There was someone who was like, on the turn lanes where there's a yield to get onto like a main road, but they have the grass median sometimes between, like, you have a lane here and then the curve for the yield, but then there's like just a like grass median with a concrete border around it. Someone had driven on top of the thing to get past the line on the yield, and there was a cop car across the street who then proceeded to get on top of the median on that side with their lights flashing, like ready to pull this person over. It was absolutely crazy to see someone do that right in front of a cop and not care. Like, I was just like, what the heck is wrong with people? Oh man. Love road trips when you're not driving. I love driving. Like on road trips, I love it. I drive everywhere. Like, I drove from Austin to DC when I moved, and I drove for a straight 24 hours. It was like a 24 or 26 hour trip. I took like a 30-minute, maybe an hour long nap at a rest stop. I had Mia in the car with me. I just took like a quick little nap and drove the rest of the way. My car was chock full of stuff. So I didn't feel comfortable getting a hotel or something for a night with all my stuff in my car. But I would drive all the way from Albuquerque. When I lived in New Mexico, I drove all the way from there to Tennessee to visit family. Like, talk about a long trip. I'm a driving fiend. But I also do it because of Mia. I got used to it because of Mia. I'm not putting Mia in a crate on a plane. I'm not doing that. She would freak out. I'm not putting her through that. So I drive everywhere if I'm traveling with Mia. It's automatically no contest. It's a drive. If I needed to go to California with Mia, I will drive. Like, I'll take the trip. You love living in DC? It was interesting. I'll leave it at that. I loved it for a little while, but I lived in Navy Yard, which isn't a very safe place, especially since the pandemic. It's gotten better. The past, like, from 2020 to 2024 especially, was really bad. Crime was really bad in DC, generally speaking, but especially in Navy Yard and Southeast DC. But it is getting better. I've seen some data, and it's like gradually getting better. It's just been taking a while. Like the past 2 years, it's gotten a little bit better, but it's still crazy. But there are parts of DC though, like, that are not as bad. But yeah, Alexandria. That's where I lived. I liked where I lived in Alexandria. I didn't live in downtown Alexandria, but I was only like a 5-minute metro to the downtown area in King Street in that space. So it was nice. It was like close enough to get to somewhere where if I wanted to be in the scene, I could get to it, but not have to like live in it necessarily. So it was a good balance. But yeah, I did love DC for the walkability of it, for sure. I had all my doctors within walking distance, my dentist, I could just walk to the dentist, grocery stores, just walk to those, although I still would deliver groceries sometimes, but not often. It's like, it depended on the store. If there was something I wanted from a particular store, I'd have to do that. Whole Foods was the closest one, and Whole Foods is so expensive, so I would sometimes order from a different store. We had a Harris Teeter, but it was further away, so I never could get like a lot of stuff because then I'd have to carry it back home. And there was one time I went a little overboard and had to get a lot of things that were like liquids, so it was super heavy to carry back, and I literally had to stop like 2 or 3 times on my walk back home just to set the stuff down for a second. I was just like, yeah, not too great. But then I got a cart, And that was very, very helpful. Your 30-minute drive from the nearest bus. Oh, geez. 45 to the nearest train. Yeah, that's not great, is it? Austin has a pretty good system. Like, I live right next to a bus stop. If I wanted to take the bus, I could to campus and stuff. But it could have been better, though. For sure. Okay. Well, not to cut us off too briefly, but it's about 10 minutes before my work meeting and it's not been moved or canceled. And granted, when they do, it's usually at the last minute. I'll be mad if they end up doing that. But I think I gotta like start wrapping up the stream here so I can get ready for my meeting. But thank you so much. Yeah, I had my meeting. Perfect timing. But thank you all for hanging out. This has been fun to just do something very chill and just chat and catch up and talk about things going on in life. So I've enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to doing this at least once a month. So it'd be nice to do that. We do have our next scheduled stream on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then we also have a Discord watch party Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we have a poll in the Discord right now for what movie we're going to watch. There's a couple more days for you to vote on that. It's getting close. It's getting neck and neck between Practical Magic and Hocus Pocus. Those are our leading two right now. We have some other choices though too. So if you want to watch those, by all means vote for them, because I am going to do another watch party later this month. So they're both going to be Halloween vibes. So whatever gets second place on this poll, I'm just going to go ahead and use for the second watch party. So if you want to join the Discord, we'd love to have you be in there. And then if you want to sub over on YouTube as well, I do YouTube content too. So we'd love to have you join in over on the fun there as well. And we've been growing pretty steadily there. So it's exciting. Exciting times for our community. The growth is happening. It's happening steadily. We're getting to a point where it's very steadily increasing, snowballing a little bit. So thank you all so much. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday. I don't know if I'm going to stream tonight. I know I've been doing a lot of Friday night streams lately, but I think I'm going to need tonight, especially now that I'm going out of town next weekend. So not going to promise on that one. But I hope you have a great rest of your Friday and a good start to your weekend. And I hope to see you on Sunday. So have a good one and I'll see you then, okay? Bye, y'all. Have a good day. Bye.